Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasatya Deshatarine Jaya Jaya Gora Chander Arachiko Shobha
Jaya Jaya Gora Chander Arachiko Shobha
Shiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chander Arachiko Shobha
Jaya Jaya
Gora Chander
Arachiko
Janavithatavane Yagamanalobha Dakine Nitai Chand Vamegdadhara Vikathe Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatradhara Bosi Ache Gorachan Ratna Singhasane Gorachan Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Nara Hari Adi Kori Chamara Dhulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Koshari Gaya Shankha Baje Ghanta Baje Baje Karatala Madhura Mridanga Baje Paramarsala Bahu Koti Chandrajini Vadana Ujvala Jai Gorkhan Gala Deshe Vanamala Kore Jalamala Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Gargada Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Gargada Bhakati Vinoda Dekhe Gorara Sampada Bhakati Vinoda Dekhe Gorara Sampada Jai Thakur Bhakti Vinod Ki Bajaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ko Shobha Gora Chand Ki Bajaya Jaya Gora Chande Lobha. Anavitadavane Jagamana Lobha. Anavitadavane Jagamana Lobha. Shanka baje, Ganta baje, Maru 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 baje. Shanka baje, Ganta baje, Maru 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 baje. Gorangera rotik shobha, raga janamana lobha. Jai Gorachan. Gorangera rotik shobha, raga janamana lobha. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Chaitanya High Chant. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhagavan ki jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nrisingha Dev, Jaya Nrisingha Dev, Jaya Nrisingha Dev, Jaya Nrisingha Dev. Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Namaste Nrsimhaya Namaste Nrsimhaya Kaladadadaine Kaladadadaine Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shilatanka nakalahai Shilatanka nakalahai Ito Nrsimha parato Nrsimha Ito Nrsimha parato Nrsimha Ito Nrsimha parato Nrsimha Yato yato yami tato Nrsimha Yato yato yami tato Nrsimha Bahe Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha Bahe Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha Bahe Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha Nrsimha Madim Sharanam Prabhade Nrsimha Madim Sharanam Prabhade Nrsimha Madim Sharanam Prabhade Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanabringa Eshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Avakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanabringa Eshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Shakam Adbhuta Singha. Jaya Keshava Deta Nara Hare Rupa Jai Jagadesha Hare Jai Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Nrsimha Dev, Nrsimha Dev, Nrsimha Dev, Jaya Nrsimha Dev. Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Bhakta Prahlad. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
ISKCON BBD Sanghstapakacharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Bhavista Shri Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Bhavista Shri Srila Gorkashore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Bhavista Shri Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur Ki Jai. Nitya Lila Bhavista Shri Srila Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Sirup Sanatan Pat Raghunath Jeev Gopala Bhadadas Raghunath Sad Gostai Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Se Kaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Pramanatyananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasri Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Govina Sham Kunda Radha Kundagiri Govardhan Ki Jai. Brajabhumi Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Maya Purnavati Dham Ki Jai. Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Sri Nrsimha Caturdasi Abhirbhava Maha Mahotsav Ki Jai. Nrisingha Bhagavan Abhirbhava Maha Mahotsav Ki Jai. Nrisingha Bhagavan Abhirbhava Maha Mahotsav Ki Jai. Sri Gangamai Jamunamai Bhakti Devi Tulsi Rani Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. All glory to the Simple devotees. All glory to the Simple devotees. All glory to the Simple devotees. All glory to Sri Sri Guru, Sri Gauranga. Glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. On occasion of Nrsimha Caturdasi, I would like to greet each and every one of you for joining us. Thank you so much. Today is a very, very auspicious day, as you all know. Lord Nrsimha appeared on this day at dusk time. So now the class will start, which will be given by His Holiness Bibi Madhava Maharaj. There's another reason why this is a very auspicious day for us, because Maharaj is visiting us. He comes here in summer and blesses us with his discourses. Let's greet Maharaj with a loud Hari Bol! So curtain will be open now till 8 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock we'll be serving prasadam upstairs. So let's make room for Maharaj's asan, and please leave an aisle here so that people who are coming for darshan, they can come up to the altar. And please make sure that your cell phones are switched off and your kids are not running around. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
All right. Sarvashtastabdi Piyusha Sarva Vedeka Satvala Sarva Siddhanta Radnadya Sarva Lokeka Dukripada Sarva Bhagavata Prana Srimad Bhagavatam Prabho Kali Dvantoditadatya Sri Krishna Parivartita Paramananda Pataya Prema Varshaksharayate Sarvata Savisevyaya Sri Krishnaya Namostate Madeka Bando Mad Sangana Mad Gurura Mad Mahadana Madnastaraka Madabhagya Madananda Namostute Asadu Sadu Tatayan Atine Chuchataraka Hanamuchakada Chinamam Premna Rutakantayaspura Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we wrote the shloka today on the board for the devotees to see. This shloka is very traditional for this Parents' Day. It's a very good shloka for this particular stanzas. Now, actually, because Bali Maharaj really follows his grandfather, Prahlad Maharaj, really a lot. Therefore, if you take these two shlokas, this shloka and the one preceding it, and you compare it to Bali Maharaj's shlokas in 8th canto, chapter 22, verse number 9 and 10, you'll find them pretty similar in so many ways. Not surprising, because grandson Bali Maharaj his morals were formulated by Prahlad Maharaj much more than Virochana, his father, did. Pretty interesting. So, because time is short, and I have to get through a lot, we're only going to read the shloka once. For those who want it, the shlokas here on the board, and like that. Svastastu vishvasya kalaka prasidatam. Jayantu bhutani shivama mitodiya. Manascha bhadrang bhajathara rokshaje. Aveshatam no matarapya hoituki. Synonyms: swasti, auspiciousness; astu, let there be; vishvasya, of the entire universe; kalak, the envious, almost everyone; prasidatam, let them be pacified; jayantu, let them consider; bhutani, all the living entities; shivam, auspiciousness; mitha, mutual; diya, by their intelligence; mana, the mind; tra, and; bhadram, calmness; bhajatat, let it experience; adhokshaje, in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is beyond the perception of mind, intelligence, and senses. Aveshatam, let it be absorbed. Naha, are; mati, intelligence; api, indeed; ahoituki, without any motive. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Translation: May there be good fortune throughout the universe. May all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm by practicing bhakti yoga, for by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. Therefore, let us all engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence, Lord Sri Krishna, and always remain absorbed in thought of Him. This is Seva Kunj, New Seva Kunj Temple, May 24th of 2013. Nrsimha Caturdasi. The following verse describes a Vaishnava. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasinubheva pritanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Just like a desired tree, a Vaishnava can fulfill all the desires of everyone who takes shelter of his lotus feet. Prahlada Maharaja is a typical Vaishnava. He prays not for himself, but for all living entities, the gentle, the envious, and the mischievous. He always thought of the welfare of mischievous persons like his father, Hiranyakasipu. Prahlad Maharaja did not ask for anything for himself. Rather, he prayed to the Lord to excuse his demoniac father. It is the attitude of a Vaishnava who always thinks of the welfare of the entire universe. Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Dharma, are meant for persons who are completely free of envy. Parama Nirmatsaranam. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaja prays in this verse, Kalaka Prasidatam. May all the envious persons be pacified. End quote. The material world is full of envious persons, but if one frees himself of envy, he becomes liberal in his social dealings and can think of each other's welfare. Anyone who takes up Krishna consciousness engages himself completely in the service of the Lord, cleanses his mind of all envy. Manaksha badram bhajatar adhokshaje. Therefore, we should pray to Lord Nrsimha to sit in our hearts. We should pray, Bahir Nrisingha Hridaye Nrisingha. Let Lord Nrsimha sit in the core of my heart, killing all my bad propensities. Let my mind become clean, so I may peacefully worship the Lord and bring peace to the entire world. End quote. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has given a very fine purport in this regard. Wherever Whenever one offers a prayer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one always requests some benediction from Him. Even pure, nishkama, devotees pray for some benediction, as instructed by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Shikshastakam. Ainanda tunu jaking karama paditangamam vishame bhavama buddho kripaya tavapada pankaja chitaduli sadrishama vichintaya. Quote, O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen in the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from the ocean of death, place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. End quote. Another prayer, Lord Chaitanya says, Mama janmani janmani shvare bhavatara bhaktira haitaki tvai. Quote, life after life, kindly let me have unalloyed devotion, love and devotion at your Lordship's lotus feet. End quote. When Prahlad Maharaj chants, Om Namo Bhagavate Nrsimhaya, that was the previous shloka, shloka 8. He prays for a benediction from the Lord, but because he's also an exalted Vaishnava, he wants nothing for his personal sense gratification. The first desire present in this prayer is Svastastu Vishvasya, let there be good fortune throughout the entire universe. Quote, end quote. Prahlada Maharaja thus requested the Lord to be merciful to everyone, including his father, a most envious person. According to Chanakya Pandit, two kinds of envious living entities. One who is a snake, and the other is the man like Hiranyakasipu, who is by nature envious of everyone, even of his father or son. Hiranyakasipu is envious of his little son Prahlad, but Prahlad Maharaja asked a benediction for the benefit of his father. Hiranyakasipu was very envious of devotees, but Prahlad wished that his father and other demons like him would give up their envious nature, by the grace of the Lord, stop harassing the devotees. Kalaka prasidatam. The difficulty is that the kala, the envious living entities, is rarely pacified. One kind of kala, the snake, can be pacified simply by mantras or by the action of a particular herb. Mantroshadi, vasha, sarpa, kalakalena, nivarayate. An envious person, however, cannot be pacified by any means. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaja prays that all envious person may undergo a change of heart. Think of the welfare of others. If the Krishna consciousness movement spreads all over the world, and if by the grace of Krishna everyone adopts it, accepts it, thinking of envious people will change. People will think of the welfare of others. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays, Shivam metodiya. In material activities, everyone is envious of others. But in Krishna consciousness, no one is envious of anyone else. Everyone thinks of the welfare of others. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj prays that everyone's mind may become gentle by being fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Bhajatarat hokshache. As indicated elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam, Savaimana Krishna Padara Vindaya, and as advised by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 65, Manmana Bhavamada Bhakta. One should constantly think of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Then one's mind will certainly be cleansed. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Materialists always think of sense gratification. Prahlad Maharaj prays that the Lord's mercy will change their minds and they'll stop thinking of sense gratification. If they think of Krishna always, everything will be all right. Some people argue that if everyone thought of Krishna that way, the whole universe would be vacated because everyone would go back to home, back to Godhead. However, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that this is impossible because the living entities are innumerable. If one set of living entities actually delivered by Krishna conscious movement, another set will fill the entire universe. End of the purport. Vrindavane Ramanareti Prasiddha Bhumau Tatrapi Krishna Balarama Suparamule Jnanam Param Paramai Krishna Sudharma Tyuktam Dandastu Deva Prabhupada Namo Namaste. Sangasara Dukka Jalada Upati Tasya Kama Krodadi Nakramakarai Kavalikratasya Dvarabhashana Nigaritasya Narasrayasya Chaitanya Chandrama Madehi Badavalambam Jaladara Shashivar No Gopaveshikisho Ro Sahacharagana Vrindai Kridamana Vraje Sho Natapada Jitave Sho Nila Pitam Varadyo Jagata Janana He To Rama Krishna Noto Asmi Vanchakalpaturubhyas Chakripa Sindhabevacha Pritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today is an auspicious day in many regards. There are many things that happened on this day, actually, to tell you frankly. quite a bit. And we'll read about it from our calendar, Vaishnava calendar. It mentions that today is Nrsimha Caturdasi, of course, and Krishna Fulladola. Fulladol means a swing festival with flower decorations. Salila Vihar. He had this pastime today. And Sri Parameshwari Das Thakur's Tirubhav. Now, Sri Parameshwari Das is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita as a dear associate of Lord Gauranga, that even if you thought of him, you got love of God. He was that powerful. Then, Sri Radharaman Devji Appearance Day. What happened was, in the evening, Gopal Bhatta Goswami read from 7th canto how Lord Nrisingha Dev appeared from the pillar to protect his devotee who was being tormented by Hiranyakasipu. So he thought, my dear Lord, I'd like to see you in your form. Then he went to sleep. The next morning, as sadhus do, they were directed to go do your puja. So he went to his basket. He had Shalagram Shilas. He was in Viraha, separation from Lord Gauranga. So Lord Gauranga came in his dream. It says, if you want my darshan, go to Nepal. So he went to Nepal to Damodar Kund, where the Shalagrams are there. When he was there, he took bath in the river Gandaki as normal, and he dipped his kamandalu, water pot, to collect some water. And some Shalagrams jumped in. So, Shalagrams usually at the base of the river. So, he poured them out, and when he dipped his kamandalu back in, they came back in. So then he thought, well, they must want to go with me. So, he took them back to Vrindavan. So he had 11 shalagrams. Well, 12 shalagrams. Then he took rest, thinking of Nrisingha Dev's mercy on Prahlad Maharaj. The idea of it is Prahlad said that Nrisingha Dev is everywhere. Hiranyakasipu challenged him. Is he in this pillar? Prahlad said, yes, he's in the pillar, he's everywhere. To prove that his devotees' words were true, the Supreme Lord appeared from the pillar, manifested himself to protect Prahlad Maharaj. And he killed Hiranyakasipu. Hiranyakasipu had a benediction from Lord Brahma that he would not be killed by any living entity. He was killed by a half-man, half-lion manifestation of the Lord, not an ordinary living entity. He would not be killed in day or night. He was killed at twilight. He was killed and neither in the heavenly planets or in the hellish planets. He was killed in the palace of Indra. And by neither man or animal, the Supreme Lord killed him. He was a half-man, half-lion manifestation. Not by any weapon. And he was killed by the nails of the Supreme Lord. So he kept all the benedictions given by Hiranyakasipu, by Brahma, and killed him anyway. So the whole thing is, Prabhupada used to say that you think you can cheat God, but God is more intelligent than you. So he kept all the benedictions of Lord Brahma and killed him anyway. So that's pretty far out. So, people would come to Sadhu Babas in Vrindavan and want to give some dakshina, some donation, some householders. What do you need for your puja? So he saw that Rupa Goswami Sanatan Pad, they had murtis, they had forms of the Lord. They could dress them like that. But all I've got is shalagrams. So, when somebody gave him some cloth, some ornaments, he says, Go to those other Babas. Give it to them. They'll use it. So he was lamenting, I don't have a murti. I don't have a form of the Lord to worship. And Sanatan Pad and Rupa Pad, they have. But I don't. So he prayed to the Lord, I'd like to see you in your full form. He took rest. The next morning, when he went to his basket, his copper basket, to open it up to worship his shalagrams, the Damodar Shila had manifested Svayam Vyakt in a form of the Lord Radharaman Dev. Now, if anybody has seen, there are some very interesting characteristics about Radharaman, which make him very unique. One thing, if you see any big photo of him, if you look between his lips, you'll see 2 teeth. That's interesting. Another thing Padmanabh Goswami told the devotees was that where he's holding his flute, he has whorls of fingerprints you can see there. No carver, mystery, or carver of murtis can make that. So he's Svayam Vyakt. So, when he was manifested, they Gopal Patapad called Sanatan Pad and Rupa Goswami to come and see. And they noticed that he had the features of Govinda Dev in his body and the broad chest of Gopinath, the Lord of the Gopis. They named him Radharaman Dev. Basically, he had a lot of features there. So from the Damodar Shila, the Shila broke in 2, and the back part of the Shila was on the buttocks of the Lord, and the front part of the Shila was on his back, like this. So he's Svayam Vyakt, self-manifested deity, appeared by the desire of Gopal Bhattapad, and he's worshipped there. Even now in Radharaman Gera in Vrindavan, the place where he appeared is still there. And devotees worship that spot where Radharaman Dev appeared. No doubt, on this day, they're having a big festival there. So Radharaman Dev, Krishna is always kind. Krishna's kindness, he gives himself to his devotees. That's all. So, there was a neat pastime that at the time of appearance of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Radha Krishna Goswami had one child who had some disease and nothing worked. Some Ayurvedic medicine he would take, it wouldn't go away. Radharaman Dev came in his dream, "Fool, just drink my Charanamrit and give up any other means." So he gave up all medicine and drank Radharaman's Charanamrit and became better. In gratitude, he sung Coward Boy Ragas at night when they were putting Radharaman to rest. So they don't do that now. It must have been a few hundred years ago. It was. 1850, 1830s, 1840s, like that. Happened like that. So that's an interesting pastime. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also, whenever his body was sick, he would fast and drink Charanamrit. There's a saying, Jvara parko kanadado tobak jaigi. Disease is an unwanted guest. You don't feed them, they go away. So it's kind of funny. So there's a shloka from the southern declension of Mukunda Malastotram. You won't find it in the BBT version. It's shloka number 5. Shri Govinda Padam Bojo Marano Mahadadabutam Yatapayano Namuyanti Muyanti Yatapayanaha. The liquor distilled from Govinda's lotus feet is most amazing. One who drinks that liquor becomes free from intoxication. One who refrains from drinking it becomes intoxicated by material illusion. When I read that shloka, I thought, wow, that has to be the best shloka I saw about Charanamrit. It's pretty good. So it's really nice. So, there's some things to mention about. I mentioned about Radharaman Dev's appearance. A little bit about that. Next is Madhavendra Puri Pad's appearance. Madhavendra Puri, he actually brought love of Godhead in our line. it was described. There's another. He got from Lakshmi Pati initiation and devotional mood. Now Lakshmi Pati Tirtha happened to be a devotee of Krishna and Balarama. And he was so absorbed in them that Nityananda Prabhu came to him in a dream and later on took initiation from Lakshmi Pati. So, and then Nityananda left and went away. So in a dream he came and Lakshmi Pati says, my dear boy, I have to serve you. I have to teach you. So how are you going to leave? Then in his dream, Nityananda transformed himself into Balarama. And Lakshmi Pati thought, how is it that you came to cheat me like this? You came to take initiation from me? You're my Lord, and you came to take initiation from me? And he was so shocked, he didn't speak for 3 days. And he left his body right after that. So, Lakshmi Pati Tirtha also had prema. He had a different kind of prema. He had Sakya prema. So much so that Balaram personally came and took initiation from him in the form of Nityananda Prabhu. Pretty far out. At any case, Madhavendra Puripad was always absorbed in love of Godhead. And he also was credited with establishing the Gopal deity on Govardhan Hill. He is now in Nathdwar, known as Sri Nathji. So Chaitanya Charitamrita describes the whole festival that they have when Gopal was found on the hill. And then it was mentioned there that he was, Gopal said that, look, I've been sitting, hiding for a long time. I've been in the forest, uncovered by these bushes for a long time, and I haven't eaten or been bathed, and I'm very dirty, and I've been waiting for you to come and serve me. So Madhavendra Puripad came there and had this dream. Next morning he called all the Vrajavasis from there, and they cut through the bushes and found Gopal. And they took him out. And he says, the Mughals were coming, so therefore my pujari hid me. Like that. So they moved him and they put him on top of the hill. And they bathed him with 1,000 pots of water from Govinda Kunda to wash his body off. Then they had Anakudu Utsav from different villages around Govardhan. And so many people brought so many things to offer Gopal. They brought grains, they brought gifts and things like that. And this way Gopal was happy. And they had at a different village, did a different festival every day. They would cook a lot. I mean a lot. There's Anakud Maidan between Dandivartan Kund and Dandivartan Kund and Sankarshanananda Sarovara. In Vrajariti Chintamani, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti describes that. My God, that's about 3.5 kilometers. And that Maidan was put all the grains, all the sweet rice, all the stuff that they offered to Gopal. And the city of Aniora, called Aniora, means give more. So, Krishna manifested a giant form of Govardhan. And Srila Raghunath Das Goswami says, even Swamini, Sri Radhika, was fooled by him. Giant form. And all the Vrajavasis offered obeisances to this giant form of Krishna in the form of Govardhan. And Gopal also did it. He was also separately manifested. He also did it. And Sriji also did it. Following that, offered obeisances to Gopal. And Gopal would click his hands. Give more, give more. So, because Krishna is not interested in what you give him. He wants what's behind your back. And so basically, then the Vrajavasis would think, if I go down in my warehouse, I had something, a quintal of rice, something was there. Gunny bag of rice. And I remembered that. Then Gopal would extend his hand and take that. And then he would click his fingers. Give a little more. Give more. Give more. Anior, anior. Then Dauji, Balaram brought a clump of tulsi leaves and put it there. And Gopal picked them up and said, Triptos, me. Now I'm happy. Pretty cool. Now, really, there is no distinction, except for color and a few pastimes, between Balaram and Krishna. Adi Purana quotes it in Prayo Bhakti Prasarnava. Yo vai Krishna savai Rama, yo Rama Krishna eva saha, yuvare nantare mesti, prasiddha tvama jaganamaya. That he was Krishna as he was Rama, and he was Rama, certainly he was Krishna. You are not different. O Lords of the universe, please be pleased with me. So, and basically, these two brothers are in cahoots with each other. They plan strategies quite jointly. And although Balaram is the boss, he protects the devotees. He's the existential energy of Krishna. The whole material world and the spiritual world is manifested by him. Sandhini potency. Yet, we should know, whatever Balaram says, he must have cleared it with Krishna. They talk a lot, these brothers, and they plan out strategy together. These two fellows are definitely in cahoots with each other. And they definitely plan out strategies completely together. So, devotees are under protection of Balarama. And Ramadi Murti Sakalani Amena Tishtan. Every manifestation of the Lord, beginning with Rama, Ramadi, ultimately they emanate from Balarama. He's the cause of everybody. All the avatars of Krishna, including Narahari. So, there's a pastime that Nanda Maharaj was complaining to Narada Rishi that the demons are always coming and harassing my sons, Krishna and Balaram. What to do? So he said, worship Nrisingha Dev. So there's a Nrisingha Dev temple in Nandagram, an old Nrisingha Dev temple there. And where Nrisingha Dev is worshipped by Nanda Maharaj to protect his two sons. Interesting stuff. So Narahari is worshipped by devotees as Vigna Vinashak, destroyer of obstacles. There is a neat prayers in Nrisingha Dev written by the Saturn planet. I gave it to Bhakta Luke. People can get it from him if they want to. You know, if you give him his email address, he'll forward it to you. Sanishchara Krita Nrsimha Stuti. Now Sanishchara, he's the Graha, he's the Saturn planet, and he kicks everybody in the rear. Pretty much without exception. So, I asked Gopi Pranadhan, who did one translation for the BBT of it, Sanishchara Krita Nrsimha Stuti. Actually, the South Indian one is better. So it says, Aranya Tena Gantavyam. So, in the beginning shlokas, it says, Aranya Tena Gantavyam. He is the destination of those who go to the forest. So I was thinking, what's it going to be? It's going to be that Shani gives somebody some bitter experience so that you become detached and go to the forest? Yeah, it could be. Like that. Gopi Pranadhan says, could be. You'll become antarmukh, internally thinking. You know, basically, when the kids are married and grown up, then stop the world. I want to get off. The grandparents and elderly people should show renunciation, vairagya, to teach their children and grandchildren how to live. Now, nowadays, the older generation is just more or less tolerated. They broke their rear for their children, but their children don't love them so much and take care of them. They made a rule in Indian Parliament. If you don't take care of your elderly parents, we'll throw you in the slammer for 3 months. Now, why would they have a reason to make that rule in the Parliament? Unless it's widespread. That the children are basically neglecting the parents. Unfortunately speaking. First of all, a Vaishnava and Vaishnavi of substance should feel that Krishna is the ultimate maintainer of everybody. I only get the slaps I deserve. So, at the same time, It's our duty to take care of seniors. Who is senior? In Vaishnava Tulsi Mahatmyam, Markandeya Rishi, who lived for 7 kalpas, 7 days of Brahma. So it takes one to know one. He lived a long life. And who's senior? So he was glorifying Parasara Muni, the father of Vyasadeva, who was sitting as a 7-year-old boy on the lap of his grandfather, Vashishta Muni. Lap of his father, Vashishta Muni. Grandfather, Vashishta Muni. His father was Shakti Muni, who was devoured by a demon created by Vishwamitra. So, when Markandeya Rishi was glorifying as Adhika, as senior, then he said, what kind of joke is this? You're saying I'm senior? I'm not senior? He goes, no, if you take away the duration of life of everybody who has forgotten Krishna, if you remove that, because Parasara never forgot Krishna for a half of a moment. It's described. So, you're a senior. So in this way, Markandeya Rishi proved how the seniority of Parasara Muni. Pretty cool. Like that. So basically, Parasara Muni is glorified for 2 reasons. One for Vishnu Purana, one famous shloka about Varnashram that he spoke. Another one about the definition of the 6 opulences of Bhagavan. So Parasara Muni is glorified. The father of Vyasadeva is glorified in so many interesting ways. As senior, Adhika. It's senior to everybody. Quite interesting. Interesting shloka. So, we mentioned about Madhavendra Puri. We mentioned about Parameshwari Das. We mentioned about the appearance of Radharaman Dev. And today is Nrsimha Caturdasi. We mentioned about Lord Nrisingha Dev's kindness. Basically, he protects his devotee. And we mentioned about Dauji. Dauji is basically the source of everybody. Now, today, because Nrisingha Dev appeared in the evening, we fast till evening. And in Ramchandra, Ram Navami, they fast in the evening. And Balaram only gets half a day fast? Wait a minute, So previously, in the early days of ISKCON, we used to fast for the whole day in Balaram Avirbhav Tithi. Like that. So, I could care less what other people do. A Nityananda Trayodasi or Balaram Avirbhav Tithi. I'm going to fast anyway. See, we have our institutional capacity and our personal capacity. What you can't get done with the institution, you do it in your personal capacity. So in my personal capacity, I just fast until moonrise. I could care less what people do. Like that. And this way, you make a lot of advancement that way. By taking action. The mercy of sadhus and the Supreme Lord is called Shiksha Anusara Vartma. When you follow the essence of the path of their instructions, then when you apply that, you got mercy. It means abhyasana. It means Sattana iti sadhana. Your spiritual practices is your eternal wealth. Means there's no free lunch. Of course, we've come here to take prasadam of Nrisingha Dev, so that's free, right? All right, you may get charanamrit, you may get prasadam. But one has to do abhyasana, and Krishna will not force. Now you can pray to Krishna to please drag me to your lotus feet. He's very sharp, he's very intelligent. So, everybody here is contaminated by our material qualities. So, I asked one sannyasi godbrother, look, when will Krishna put his foot down? I've had enough of this rascal. Now I'm going to interject. He does it very rarely. He did it in Brihad Bhagavatamrita to Gopakumar. He personally interjected to figure it out. So my godbrother, Bhaktividyapurna Swami, answered this question when I asked him, when will Krishna be so disgusted with us, put his foot down? He says, Krishna will not interfere in the minute independence of the living entity. Now, he may tweak the circumstances a little bit, but he's not, and I like that. Now that sounds like Krishna. Krishna is very chatur, very intelligent. He may tweak the circumstances. If you really want to be Bahirmukh. If you really want to be Krishna Bahirmukh, you really want to be a rascal, if you really want to be against, he's not going to force you. He wants you to, because bhakti means love. He wants you to do it voluntarily. And we have to really, really want it. If it's not happening, we don't want it enough. We have to really work our priorities more. Krishna is not interested in what you put in front of him. He wants what's behind your back. In the meantime, we're going to think of him. And he promised us, if you think of me in any difficulty, by my grace you'll cross over it. He does more for us than we do for him. That's the sad story. Krishna does so much more for us than we do for him. And that is the sad realization, the fact of the matter is. So, then, on this day, and any appearance day, we can pray to the Lord, please come into the heart and make me your devotee. So it's easy to pray that, but to actually give that is a whole nother story. Like it mentions in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Duskarat vera verale dve sakyatma nivedane kesam chit eva dhiranam lebate saranan vitaha. So out of the 7 paths of bhakti, to give everything to God and become friend of God is very difficult. Only a few sober persons can do that. Yeah, it may be difficult, but we want it anyway. And all right, in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila chapter 4 verse 19, it says, whichever way my devotees worship me, I reciprocate accordingly. So, any relationship you want with Krishna, Krishna is ready to encourage you, to love you in that way. Just like, for example, in Sakya, in friendship, you'll call God Bhaiya, brother. Now, you may call God Bhaiya. It doesn't mean he's going to call you Bhaiya. So it makes me understand that we got a lot of work to do to become really pure, so that Krishna will call us according to the relationship we seek. Krishna will accept us. It doesn't mean that his acceptance means that he's going to call you that. That is a whole nother story. It's a whole nother platform of devotee, a whole nother level of surrender. That when Krishna not only reciprocates, but he actually likes it. Everybody wants to hug Krishna and talk with Krishna. Now, will Krishna hug you back and enjoy it? That's a whole nother mood, Will Krishna actually enjoy it? Is Krishna begrudgingly doing it? Doing it because he's forced to do it? Or doing it because he likes to do it? That's a whole nother story. So the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis of substance have to act in such a way that Krishna will be pleased to accept your love. In the reunion, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 32, Verse 20. Say basically, before that, Krishna came back. He disappeared. And the gopis were a little bit disturbed by that. And they said, "Oh, stubborn one, please reciprocate our love." So they tried to back Krishna in a corner. Tell us the nature of friendship, meaning you're not a very good friend. So Krishna is very chatur. He's not going to be put in a corner by nobody, even his gopis. He's not going to be put in a corner by nobody. So he says, there are 3 kinds of friends. One kind of friend is, if you're my friend, I'm your friend. The well-wishing parents, they love the children. If their children don't love them back. The Atma-ramas, they're self-satisfied. They could care less if you love them or not. And the gopi said, which one are you? And Krishna said, I do all 3. He says, but the main reason, then he got to the point in Shloka 20. The main reason why, O gopis, I sometimes don't reciprocate the love of somebody who loves me is they want to increase their love. They become like a person who had some money, lost it, and can think about that lost money again and again, the Sanskrit says. Pretty interesting. Now, Gopi Pranadhan, because in that time they were on Hridayananda's case, don't give very big purports. don't give very long purports. So they were on his case. So they wrote a very short one for that shloka. That Krishna promises to bring his devotee to his lotus feet. And that's what the devotee prays. So if that happens to a devotee, then you can't criticize Krishna because he's just doing what you asked him to do. That's Gopi's purport. And Hridayananda, they agree. It's very short. Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur's Tikka, his commentary on that shloka, is very interesting. You can read it. Because it's published already for the devotees to read. Sarta Darshani Tikka, chapter 10, canto 10. Very, very nice. You can read it. So, in this shloka it says, Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Pad says, Hridayanath, Paramatma, used to come and speak to us, but he hasn't come lately. Now what have I done? All my service must be useless. So the devotee laments and tries to improve himself. And Krishna smiles at that. When the pain of separation from Krishna becomes so great that the devotee calls out to Krishna, Krishna comes and gives him a little darshan. Then the devotee thinks, Krishna never forgot me. He loves me anyway. And as soon as the devotee thinks of that, Krishna disappears. The whole thing goes full circle all over again. Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Pad mentions that in his commentary. Pretty interesting commentary. You can read it. It's cool. Krishna doesn't like pride in any shape of his devotee. Same time, Krishna is very smart and clever. My dear Lord, you can do anything you like, but please drag me to your lotus feet. Now, how's he going to do it? That depends. So this day, because Prahlad Maharaj did nothing but think of Nrisingha Dev promised to protect Prahlad Maharaj, and he did so. So this day is very famous because it's a celebration of the Lord's protecting of his unalloyed devotee. When the Lord appeared on the pillar, even Lakshmi Devi, the consort of Nrisingha Dev, was shocked. She never saw such an angry and ferocious form of her Prabhu. So even she was sidelined a bit. She was scared. So the Ugra form of Nrisingha Dev, the angry form of Nrisingha Dev, is only worshipped by renunciates, by brahmacharis, by sannyasis. Lakshmi Nrisingha Dev, like we bathe today, is Lakshmi Devi with Nrisingha Dev. He's a pleasant, easygoing personality. When Lakshmi Devi is there, Nrisingha Dev is quite mellow. And Ugra is angry, and Lakshmi Devi was shocked and stayed away. That is only worshipped by brahmacharis and by sannyasis, Ugra form. The Lakshmi Nrisingha Dev form is worshipped because the Lord has become very accessible and very friendly at that stage. At that stage when Lakshmi Devi agrees to stay on the lap of Nrisingha Dev. So it's quite interesting. These are different forms. There are many different forms. Yoga Nrisingha, Varaha Nrisingha, Jvala Nrisingha. There are different forms. 7 different forms. That Nrisingha Dev is being worshipped like that. And all of these manifestations, they manifest. There was a very interesting Pattachitta Orissa drawing I saw that was drawn about 60 years ago. It shows that from Balarama, surrounded by fire, is Nrisingha Dev. And on Nrisingha Dev's lap is Lakshmi Devi. And that was really interesting. Pattachitta cartoon done by these artists in Orissa. Pattachitta is a specific, Pattachitta means drawing on a leaf from a particular village in Orissa. And everybody in that village is trained to be an artist. So it's quite interesting. This drawing was done 60 years ago. I saw it in the house of one devotee in Belarus. And because his sister was married to an Oriya, and the Oriya gave him all these Pattachitta drawings. And this one was 60 years old. A very interesting black and white photo of Balarama surrounded by fire. And from Balarama's lap was Nrisingha Devi. And on Nrisingha Devi's lap was Lakshmi Devi. Quite interesting. All right, so we've got about 10 minutes more. So if you have a question, you have a relationship. If you don't have a question, where is your relationship? Manishanam, intelligent, and Manu, human being, both come from the same Sanskrit root, Dhatu. So if you don't have a question, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I a human being? So, okay, we got a lot of people here. Also, I want to mention that from Brahmavivarta Purana, in the 8th canto, 8th chapter of Brahmavivarta Purana is called the Janmashtami Kanda. It mentions, it's got 86 shlokas about Janmashtami, pretty far out. There's a lot of stuff about Janmashtami. Shri Krishna Janma Titi Vritti by Srila Rupa Goswami, all about what to do on Krishna Janmashtami. Not bad. So it says there that if you do all-night vigil on Janmashtami, you'll get 1,000 times the benefit of doing it on Ekadasi. I extrapolated that. Okay, any appearance to the Supreme Lord. So I was in Bali Island, and Ram Navami came up, so I did Jagaran. And the next day on Dasami Tithi, Ramachandra comes in the heart. What do you need? So it's not bad. Now everybody needs something. You have XYZ. Your grandmothers, grandfathers, auntie, uncles, stupid teenage kid doesn't listen to you anymore. Like that. So basically you can do Jagaran for the Supreme Lord's pleasure, and the next morning you can say, my dear Lord, we did this tapasya for you. Could you please bring XYZ to your lotus feet? So basically, that's the idea. It's not easy. Prabhupada's godbrother said in 1996, nobody should be proud of themselves for doing Nirjal. Because previously it was 2 days, and who's doing that? Now Jagaran, all-night vigil, that's tough. How do you do it? Well, if you've got minimum 3 orthodox kirtan players with you, you can do it. Now, this Oriya Sanskrit Pundit, he must be pushing 88 now. He doesn't come to Vrindavan so often if his health is bad. He'll send Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Radha Krishna deities from Choti Mangalpur, but he doesn't come. Health is going down a little bit. Well, 88 years old means you're definitely going out. So he told me, you do not count the people at 11 p.m. because they go. You count the people at 2 a.m. because they'll stay with you. And they'll become the best people you can also depend on for your festivals. For your Sunday Feast program, for your festival. They become the most dependable human beings. So we're inviting everybody. Now, the thing is, tonight is Friday. Okay, if you got a private job in the private sector, what do? Well, if there's a will, there's a way. If there's no will, there's no way. You figure it out. Bhava Roga. You tell your boss, I'm sick. Take care of your health. Or you tell your colleague, hey, look, can you cover for me? Or you tell your boss, coming in late, couple hours. Give you an example of that. In Auckland, New Zealand once, Mahashivratri happened on a Monday. And 5,000 Gujaratis, they all got wife, children, jobs, the 9 yards. They stayed up at night and worshiped Lord Shiva until 5 in the morning on Tuesday morning. They cleaned up the temple and they went home. What did they do? Probably slept for a couple hours, eat something, run off to their job, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, like that. So, if there's a will, there's a way. If there's no will, there's no way. You have to be indefatigably determined. Somehow or another you're going to do it. Now, necessity is the mother of invention. You need it, you get it. So it's like that. For people that are really distressed, they need it. Just like one Sadhvi in South Africa, she told me, I had difficulty with my husband conceiving a child. So I'd putra da Ekadasi, the Ekadasi that gives a child. I begged the Lord, give me a male child. And He gave it. But He said a male child can definitely get under your skin. It's a mixed blessing, you know. She told me a male child can definitely get under your skin. It was very interesting stuff like this. So there is no harm in serving the Lord intensely. The Lord fulfills His desires of His devotees, protects His devotees in all respects. And He does His job better than we do our job. He protects us, He supports us, He facilitates us in exchange for our insignificant servant. And we're very chanchal, and He does His job better than we do our job. You have to be indefatigably determined. You know, there was an interesting story, Bhakti Vikash Maharaj's traditional Indian village life, that in 1979, he was in Bangladesh preaching with Prabhu Vishnu Prabhu in the villages. So when they got to small villages, they said, what time are we going to do the program? When the people get here. You know, they're walking 50 kilometers away, 100 kilometers away. When they trickle in, you have the program. Well, what time should we end the program? Well, when the program's over. You know, they have programs 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning in Bangladesh. Now, wait a minute. It's a lot. Aren't you worried about, you know, your domestic animals? Cows. We gave them some grains. We gave them some water and grass. Are they going to scream for bushy? Let them scream. What about your children? You got to go to school tomorrow. We got so many siblings. The older siblings take the younger siblings to school. What do we worry? You're a trader. Nah. You got to open your dukan, your shop. We got so many relatives. Somebody will open our shop. Hey, we're going to be with the sadhus. We're doing. If there's a will, there's a way. If there's no will, there's no way. So we have to try it. It's not a bad idea. The more the merrier. In numbers there is strength. By yourself, it's tough. When you got to do something by yourself, then your determination is really tested. So it's not easy, but in kirtan, it's possible. Now, who's got time to dance with your friends? Ekadasi, or like festivals like this, means you make it, you know, like that. It's cool. And Krishna will basically do anything for anybody. What was very interesting, Sanskrit, in Hari Bhakti Vilas, they basically shock you to death. And they give you some instruction you'll never forget. It's a trick in Sanskrit. To have conception with your mother is good. To kill Brahmins and eat the flesh of cows is good, but not to eat an Ekadasi. Or like another one that was cool. That says, didn't matter what your job was. You could have been a prostitute, a murderer, an extortionist. You did all night Ekadasi, you're liberated anyway. That's pretty cool stuff. You know, when I see these shlokas, I thought, that is wild. Wow. Okay, hey, got a few minutes left. Who's got the icebreaker? Who's got the icebreaker? May I ask, Prabhu?
Nrsimha being in Ugra Nrsimha
Which
form.
one? The one in the temple or the one or Nrisingha Pole?
The one in the temple.
The thing is, Nrisingha Dev is installed. In Mayapur, they had problems. They were under attack by so many things. So that's why they installed Nrisingha Dev there. Like that, the Nrsimha Dev deity. Now, basically any deity's mood is to give himself to his devotee who renders some insignificant service to him. He protects, facilitates, supports us in exchange for our insignificant love. Like that. You know, I never heard it. Of course, any deity loves his devotees. The bottom line is whatever your deity is, that's good. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Sanatana Shiksha, then Hanuman says, look, I know Ramachandra emanates from Lord Krishna, but I'm not going to leave Ramachandra's lotus feet for a moment. Anupama, the father of Jiva Goswami, was glorified by Rupa and Sanatan Goswamis, because although they tried to give him Krishna mantra and he was absorbed in the mind of Krishna, he says, I have surrendered my life to Raghunath. I cannot tear it away. So his brother said that is very nice, like that. So basically, Ishtadeva means whether it's Nrisingha Dev, Gaurnitai, Radha Krishna, Jagannath, Giriraj, like that. Narahari, I'm not going to tear my head away. That's the way I am. So that deity gives everything. So he's Ugra, no doubt about it. I see only Prahlad Maharaj there with him, and I don't see Lakshmi Devi at all, So basically, it looks like he's Ugra. But, like that. He definitely looks like he's Ugra, Because Lakshmi Devi is not there at all, and only Prahlad, and that's it, So he looks like he's Ugra. Definitely looks like he's Ugra. Only Prahlad is there, no Lakshmi Devi is there. Or kya? Anything else? Anything else from anywhere? Come on, gang.
What time does the jagran start?
Just like, for example, there's other people that are going to take prasadam, and some people will stash their plate and eat later and do kirtan, when the time is the jagran going to start? Jagran is going to start, Shubhasya cha sa sigram. If something is auspicious, do it immediately. If you have taste for Harinam, if you have taste for kirtan, then jagran starts right away. You can, people will do kirtan. Stash your plate and eat later on or whatever, or eat later, or somebody does the kirtan and, they go down and take prasadam and come and join the kirtan later, It's like that. There's so many different ways about it. Somebody to think about it. Shubhasya sa sigram. Like an arborist was asked, what's a good time to plant a fruit tree? And he answered, last season. It means do it before, Sigram means immediate. Sigram means instantly. But sigram can also mean yesterday. Like that. It depends on your greed. And I did say, hey, when you got to do it by yourself, that's when your determination is really tested. You try to figure it out where you are so that you can do it. Now, it's not difficult if you get 3 Orthodox Vaishnavas that are Kirtanwalas, you can do it. Now, what happens at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock when it gets tough? Don't stop moving, don't stop chanting, don't sit down. In Radha Damodar party, like we're doing festivals, Janmashtami, and you're cooking up a storm for everybody, and you got 3 days worth of japa to do. So we had rules for late night japa past 10 p.m. Don't stop moving, don't stop chanting, don't sit down. If you do any of those things, your japa is toast. I'm sorry, gang. Forget it. So that's what happens post 10 p.m. when your body starts to fall asleep. Don't stop moving. Don't stop chanting. Don't sit down. Keep moving. And basically you can do it. It's an easy way to do it. You can stay that way. Or kya. Anything else from anybody? Come on. She's got it. Yeah. Ooh. Hey, the problem is we don't get any questions from the kids. They're the first in line for the cookie, and they're the last one with the questions, you know. That's what's sad, you know.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I just wanted to know, what should I pray to Nrisingha Dev?
What?
How should I pray to Nrisingha Dev? What should I pray to Nrisingha Dev?
The only thing I can think, what is important? What you want to do, you know. Basically, you should reveal, the Lord knows everything. He's within everyone's heart. But love means to offer yourself to the Lord and reveal your mind. So, what should you pray for? Whatever you want. Basically, that's it. Now, all right, you do whatever you like, but you drag me to your lotus feet. That's nice. That's a nice prayer. And the thing about it is that the Lord in any manifestation knows what relationship with Him a devotee hankers for. And He words that accordingly. You know? You do whatever you want. You drag me to your lotus feet. Now the thing is that Tulsi Rani, for example, I found from Tulsi Kavacham, she can do anything she wants for anybody she likes. So basically our bhakti process is a process of begging. You beg and you get it. You beg and you get it. You didn't get it? You didn't beg enough, no. Beg a little more. All right, so we have to stop because we have to distribute prasadam now. Like that. And you know, the way things go, there's always kirtan going on, you know, like that. Prasadam going on, kirtan going on, things like that. Hari Bol. We want to thank the devotees that have tolerated our existence and ask the two questions. That's nice. I want to thank the devotees who asked the questions. You asked the question, that a devotee asked the question. Hare Krishna. Nrisingha Bhagavan ki jai.
I just heard, I think once Makila Prabhu was sharing that. That's what I heard. Because usually he thinks I am the
Oh, I don't know. Externally, he does appear that it's only Prahlad Maharaj there. There's no Lakshmi Devi there. He does appear to be Ugra. That means brahmacharis and sannyasis should worship him. But Mayapur, that means so many people will go approach. Ladies will approach. So many people will approach. So the Supreme Lord is more or less forced to be a little mellow with them. Hare Krishna.